Hey guys, welcome back to more Spyro 2. We're going to go into Magma Cone. Now, as I mentioned in the last episode, I'm fairly certain there are some gems and some things that we're not going to be able to get without the head bash ability. But we'll complete as much of this as we can. Some more new and interesting enemies. Actually, I'm remembering this one now. So there's a volcano in the center of this stage, and it's quite a fun stage. You get to use the Superfly power-up, and there's some quite fun things to do here. I believe these guys are Scottish as well.
Hello, Spyro. I suppose you're here for the party. I'm afraid it's been cancelled because the stupid Earthshaper set off the volcano.
That's a shame. But there you go. Confirmed. Scotland. There is a Scottish tribe within Avalar. And they reside in this world here, Magma Cone. These guys need to die because they sling projectiles. Quite slow to do their animation though, so it's not so bad. Now there are more Earthshapers here as well. These guys are kind of mean, but they can die the same way that the guys in Fracture Hills did. Luckily, these guys here in Magma Cone are far better, far more self-sufficient than the satyrs in Fractured Hills were. Let's do our usual cleanup as we go along. We don't want to be leaving things when we can avoid that. Clean those bits up while that explodes. Ah, yes, I remember this with the guttural noises that happen during this level. So, you'll spend a lot of time on ladders in this level. It's fine. Ladders are not a particularly slow way to move, but it just means readjusting the controller a little bit. Let's go around the edge here, clean all these up. One of the best things you can do in Spyro, if you're going for a 100% run, if you don't want to watch a video and map out exactly where every single jewel is, just make sure that you section off each area and do a thorough sweep, and in that way you're not going to lose any gems, you're not going to leave any behind, and in theory you shouldn't have as many moments like I do where you go back and have to discover more. I didn't forget about this that I set off over here, by the way, which would have should have been a perfect example of the point I was trying to make there. Yes, be sure before you move on. Unless, of course, you're just playing for fun, in which case, to be honest, you don't need to collect. You don't need to go out of your way to collect many things. Maybe the odd orb from time to time. Maybe if you're watching this, then just pick out some of either the easiest or some of the more fun-looking orb challenges to complete, and only complete them as you go through. God damn, like, all of these Earthshapers here are inches away from death. The residents of Magma Cone have just set themselves up ready for if they dare to move that little inch. Can we make this with a hover? We can. Don't want to jump off here, so I might take some damage. There we are. Better to take a little damage there, especially when there's so many critters around that we can just refill. Now, before I move on to the next section, I'm just going to jump down here to the base of this volcano bit and have a little scout around for gems here. Marvellous. And it also means I've looped back around so I can go pick up some critters again. Means I've decided to put my butt in the lava. Now, there is a ladder off to this side, which we're not going to be able to make a jump across to. Or can we? If I'm kind of sneaky here. So yeah, you can make a little glide across here. Now, in the center here, there's a cool little area, and this is what takes you inside the main volcano, I believe. Not quite ready to go in there just yet, though. Still got some things we want to complete out here. Let's keep on. Yeah, so we want to go back over here where the rest of these guys are. Another inefficient approach to this that I'm doing, I know, but I'm not planning out the routes for this. Even though I've played these games so many times and I pretty much know them inside and out, I still don't know exact locations of gems and things like that. I can just sort. Oh, you stupid! You butt. Pneumatic drills, they exist, confirmed. Some real interesting mixtures of lore that go on here in Avalar. So now we need to find a way to make our way up to the top, just to finish off the gems up there. This big old ladder looks like it could do the trick for us. Come on down here. Oh great, our good friend, in quotation marks, Moneybags. Grab the life butterfly, because that will restore sparks. A couple of lives over here as well. I think you'll find at this point, though, you're not going to be too short on lives. If you really are finding Spyro difficult, then it is actually possible for you to input cheat codes. All the Spyro games have cheat codes that include things like 99 lives and such. Right, so that's going to take us up, but we're going to go back and we're going to finish off this area quickly first. Oops, I did not want to do that. I could have glided straight onto the platform here. Those guttural noises. I've made noises like that after nights out drinking and boozing. I'm like, oh, actually, is this one of my favourite mini games? It is. Okay, another challenging one. Quite a challenging one, to be fair. But this, you can get a possible 2 orbs from here, I believe. And this is so much fun.
Spyro, check out.
So what you do in this one is the crystals jump out of the ground, and what you need to do is follow here and grab these crystals as they pop out of the ground. Now you can follow Hunter and try and take them before he does, but I find it's kind of better to just follow your own instincts. Whenever you hear a certain sounding beep, that's because Hunter's grabbed one. You want to follow the steam to the corners, and wherever they hit a corner, that's where they pop out. Right, so that was the first one there. Kind of easy. But I believe in this next one, Hunter gets a lot better.
I'll give you another orb if you can beat me again.
Right, we're playing at 15 this time. Better this time, I say, to prevent Hunter from grabbing them. Because sometimes he just gets a streak. Oh, just managed that one. And as you can see, if things don't quite go your way, then you're going to fall behind very quickly. Now, it is possible for Hunter to miss when he goes for certain ones, but it doesn't happen very often. Oh, he grabbed that on the way up. Oh, no. Yeah, I think I might fail this time. Oh, I really need to snatch some from Hunter now if I'm going to win. No, you don't. Yes! Just got away with that one. Whew. Now, the reason why I say not to necessarily go around and snatch them from Hunter is because Hunter, trying to track Hunter and the crystals at the same time is a bit challenging. But yeah, that's one of my favourite orb challenges. I absolutely love that one. I forgot it was in this stage. Otherwise, I would have mentioned sooner. Let's go ahead and glide on around here. And head on back up to where we saw Moneybags. because we do need to go into that area that we paid him for in order to complete this level off. So, oh no! See, that's those guttural noises again. Can't get up there. God damn it, I'll meet you up at the top. So, here we are back at the top. Been making them guttural noises again. So, for those of you, it's fact time. One of my favourite times when we're playing Spyro. Stuart Copeland, the drummer for The Police, is actually responsible for the soundtrack on all 3 of the original Spyro games. He's incredibly talented, and I would say that this soundtrack is one that it stuck with them through the ages, and you can tell it was written by someone. Oh, God damn it! Quite talented. I don't know whose idea it was to put the guttural noises in there, though. Stuart, if that was you, I have to say, what was going on there, man? What was going through your mind, buddy? Right, so slow and steady on this one, I think, is the way to go. We want to take ourselves around past these boulders. I want to get some height here because we want to jump across onto this next ladder. And this one here, this massive long ladder, is where we're going to make the rest of our progress. So when a boulder goes past you, you want to move back across to that side. Oop. And now I'm going to get stuck in a perpetual knockdown. This can take some time because the boulders do come a little more rapidly than you would like. And I swear I moved across there. You do actually have to glide to get back onto the ladders as well, so don't just fall. Make sure Spyro glides and gets back onto the ladder safely. And I'm going to take our time here because we just want to make sure that we are going the rest of the way. Luckily, once you reach this part, you close up the volcano and stop those boulders coming out.
Thanks for closing the lid on the volcano.
You're very welcome, Bippo the Fawn. We'll get a talisman for our troubles there. I am without sparks though, so we're going into manual gem collection mode. Are there any critters around for us to find? Unfortunately not. It seems like critters can't live in this environment.
Hey, Spyro!
Cheddar. Kill the lava monsters. I can probably do that. So, the way that we go about doing this... man. What we need to do is swoop on down here, grab one of those, and spit it at them. Now, I don't believe there's a time limit on this challenge. Could be wrong. Oh, and that's yeah. They don't directly hurt you, but if you've got no sparks and you land in the magma, you're gonna have a bad time. You French fry when you should have pizzaed, you're gonna have a bad time. Right. So it's quite a small margin of error on these. Oh, and he shot really far. I was surprised at that one. Luckily, Spyro's spit does go quite far. You want to mash the X button to get yourself some height. If you find yourself a bit low to the magma. Molten hot magma. Now here's an example of where you want to use the hover. Oh, no, that was a bad example. But you can use the hover to turn yourself around a little more quickly. Right, where's that Superfly power-up? Gonna need that back. Oh, I just missed the friggin' thing. Well, ain't this fantastic. Luckily, this whirligig, I believe, takes you up to the Superfly power-up. Marvelous. And let's start our run again. Did they all stay dead? They did. So it's not so bad. Come up this way. I could have sworn there that we hit that that magma rock, but never mind. At least these... Oh my gosh. I do not have the skills right now. If I were required to have skills to pay my bills, then I would be... I'd probably be out of house and home at this point. Ooh, that was quite a good one to hit on the old angle there. Let's keep an eye on the Superfly power-up, swing back around here, and go charge back up again. And I am without sparks, so making mistakes like that is not the best. Go back and grab this critter. Let's see. On you. Gone over the top of that guy, unfortunately. But we can take this guy. Right. It's your turn to die. Now the good thing about Spyro's head is because it has horns on it, you can use it as kind of like an aiming reticle. You can sort of say, right, well if they're between Spyro's two horns, then we're lined up quite nicely. Oh no 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 no! Okay, so that guy gave us a bit of trouble. Back to the Superfly power up. As long as you've got a bit of height, you should be okay there. Show him who's boss. Where was that last fella? I believe I saw him on an edge platform around here somewhere. Ah, here you are. Bye-bye. And there we go.
Spyro, you saved the party.
So there is a much better route to doing that. I just lack the skills to do it, I'm afraid. That's 3 out of 3 orbs there. So all we need to finish ourselves off here is to find the rest of the gems on the level. Now, that's going to take some time, but if we just do some exploring, I forgot that I didn't have the Superfly power up. That was really clever of me. So, I'd totally forgotten that I'd released one of those bottles, and so the last 10 gems were just down the bottom there. Now we want to make our way over to the whirligig here, which didn't help us for some reason. Interesting. Let's try that again. Ah, there we are. Oop, wasn't paying attention. Hit the Superfly, back to the portal, and out we go. Oh dear. They're having far too much fun to realise that one of their comrades was just ruthlessly murdered and put into the magma. So that's Magma Cone. Let's have a look at where we stand. Right, we have just got the speedway to do now, and a revisit to Fracture Hills, and then it is going to be the boss battle. Now, because boss battles are kind of short, I think the next episode we'll be able to fit Icy Speedway and the Gulp battle into one episode. If we get the head bash as well, we might come back and finish off Fracture Hills then as well. But I will definitely see you next time for the very least Icy Speedway. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Ciao for now.